Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And off we go from Lumen Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he won't get away. Good field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They send Evans in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 39 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one on target to Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Baker going to give it to Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance.
And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seahawks, nothing.
Chase 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. We'll start at the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. A pick up there of 19 yards. First down, Seattle.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
This one's snagged by Smith-Njigba. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
The throw on 1st down is Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Smith-Njigba has it on that out route. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
Seahawks 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They go play action with Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short. So they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
On 1st down is Mayfield. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return is Tucker. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Buccaneers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. A quick throw in the RPO is complete. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Here's 3rd and 7. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he will go all the way. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play.
Makes this
3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And Not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
To throw is Darnold. Open man is Horton. It's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
From the gun, on third down, it's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Darnold now to throw, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. He'll try and get there, and he'll take this one in. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. Give. This is Irving. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Julian Love brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. He'll go again here with Irving. Changing direction there, as he's able to pick up 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. It's Otten in motion. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. His kick is good. And the Bucs will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 3rd down, they'll set up, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. This is taken at the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Bucs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Bucky Irving. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Irving. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Mayfield. And he's into the end zone yet again. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Seahawks 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Timeout Seahawks, that is their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 27-yard line.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw again is Darnold. He takes off.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One final throw before the break. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
That's good.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
It's out quick. It's cuffed on the RPO. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, but this one might be coming back. Let's check in with the referee. Throwing, Darnold, who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Pass complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
It's 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. On the ground, it's Irvin. There, made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On 2nd down, Baker. Well, left side, pulled in by Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 1st down, here's Irvin. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5. Right back to Irving. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rough right at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. They'll try to set up the screen here. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 2nd down, Walker, he plunges forward for a couple of yards. Levante David doing his work on defense.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short, and that is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there, just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 10 yards.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Garner. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Mayfield. Outright catch made. That's Ibuka. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
17 yards.
Mike McDonald, not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge flag.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Mayfield gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A run on first and goal. A short gain, down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. They go play action with Mayfield. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Payne Durham. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Seahawks 17.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They bring the tight end in motion. Now Walker. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. On the ground is Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
They'll run here with Walker. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He pulls it in around the 5.
Pass complete to Torrey Horton. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he'll take it on in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Seahawks 24.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that one's gonna be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second down throw for Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch.
Complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is Mayfield. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. 15-yard pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They'll set up the screen to White. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Darnold to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Seattle.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That's taken in by Horton. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage.
And he will score. Game on. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On 1st down, right back to White. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They send Evans in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That one is caught by Ibuka. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Tampa Bay. Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Baker gonna hand it to White. And he's gonna be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
37-yard line.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter.